Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Lock Goddess. Welcome back to my corner where I inspire others to dream more, live more, and become more. So you are obviously here because the title stood out to you. Today we're going to be talking all about career development, job advice, career advice, just all that good stuff. I don't know the exact title, but I just know what I want to talk about today. This month I'm calling June Money June. This is our month to get to the bag, y'all. So whether you just graduated or if you're making a pivot into a new field like I'm doing, or a new area in your career, then definitely make sure that you keep on watching, stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and we're gonna jump right into it. If y'all haven't already noticed, this is gonna be a get ready with me. So I got my brows already on because ain't nobody got time for that. So I wanted to essentially create a video that was kind of centered around career development because I feel like that's an area that I'm really kind of experiencing right now, like literally as we speak. Y'all, first of all, pivoting into a new field is the ghetto. But I think the reason that I'm having to go so hard is because I'm literally going into a brand new field. Like, just to give you guys a little bit of like context, I am looking into getting into project management. If you are a project manager, project coordinator, anything like that, then you will know, and one thing that I have learned is that project management is literally in every job that we do. So you guys know that I just graduated about 2 weeks ago at this point. And so there has been just a lot of different changes from a career perspective because I want to move into a different sector than what I've essentially been working in since like 2011. So that's like over 10 years of one particular area of focus, and now I kind of want to go into a different area, and not necessarily a different area because I wouldn't mind going into project management with nonprofit, but I am quickly noticing that inevitably I'm probably gonna end up in some type of tech or software industry just because that's where project management is like really heavy, and I'm not against that. I definitely wouldn't mind being in the tech space because that's where the money is, number one. We just being honest, but also because there is so much freaking opportunity in tech, especially because y'all know, like honestly, since COVID hit, there are so many online like just platforms, and like businesses have launched so many things related to stuff in like the tech field, which means that the demand for people to run these fields and these projects is also very high. So I graduated with my master's in clinical social work. My undergrad degree is in psychology, and so it really wasn't until August of last year that I realized that I didn't really want to be where I was at that time. If you're in the social work field and you do like micro focus work where you work directly with clients, then you probably know exactly what I mean when I say that I got burned out real quick. Like, and that's the unfortunate thing about the helping field, is that you get burned out real quick and you are more than likely going to be underpaid. So what palette do we want to use today? I think I'm gonna go in with both my Juvia's Place palette, which this is the Warrior 2, I believe. Yeah, the Warrior 2 palette. I also have my Soft Glam Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. We're just gonna play around with these colors. I honestly don't even know. I know I wanna go for a brown look today. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all what I'm getting ready for. So Babe and I are going on a date. My little pumpkin asked me on a date like the other day, and so I'm looking forward to it because it's been a long freaking week, y'all. So anyway, so as of August, I kind of realized that like, okay, I think I'm kind of tired of doing like this micro focus work. And if you're not in social work, micro focus work is essentially like one-on-one direct work with clients. So like case management, usually it consists of a really high caseload, really long work hours. You know, some people are like blessed because they work in an environment where like that burnout culture is not normalized. But unfortunately for most people in the social work field, the moment that a person hears social worker, they immediately be like, ooh, I know you be burned out. And it's true, honestly. And so my final year in my master's program, that's when it really hit me that like, I don't really want to do this, you know? Like, I commend therapists who are able to just wake up and from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. you seeing clients back to back for therapy sessions. Like, I quickly realized that I just didn't want to do that. And to be honest, I feel like I low-key kind of like chose the route of being a clinical social worker by default because that's what it seemed like most people were doing at the master's level. Like, you go to school for social work, graduate, you study for your license, take your clinical exam, and that's it. You become a clinical social worker and you become a therapist. Like, I haven't met too many people that do not want to go that route. I feel like I kind of chose that route because that's what most people were doing. And that would be, I guess, like my first bit of advice is like, don't go with the flow. When I say don't go with the flow, I mean like, don't do what, you know, what seems right just because that's what everybody else is doing. Like, you know, I felt like another reason why I kind of like stuck to the micro focus work is because I knew that that's where I could get a job, if that makes sense. So like, I knew that, okay, I got my bachelor's in social work and I have case management experience. So, okay, I'm just gonna apply to areas that I know for a fact I'm gonna get a job. And that just got old real quick because like the older I got and, you know, the closer I got to graduation, I'm like, I want to kind of pivot into something that I can do long term, like something that I can legitimately like see myself in for the next 20 years. Like, I don't want to keep hopping job to job. I don't want to keep just quote unquote trying out stuff. I feel like that's what the undergrad stage is for, is, you know, for you to go through your internships and figure out what you like and don't like, because you have a little more time to play with. But y'all, I am knocking on 30's door, and what color do we want on our lids, y'all? Maybe I should do a little shimmer. I never, like, I couldn't tell you the last time I put shimmer on my eyes. So I'm gonna go in with, ooh, just what I didn't want to happen. So I'm gonna go in with Dreamer, and it's like this shimmery, bright gold kind of color. So before I apply that, let me put some more concealer on my lid so that it could stand out a little bit more. Dang, what was I saying, y'all? Oh, this is actually pretty. Not my concealer literally getting all over my lid. That was not the motherfucking plan. All right, I'm gonna definitely have to go back in and clean this up, y'all. But anyway, so just in general, like I'm pretty much saying, is that I knew that I still do love working with people. I love working with clients, but I think that I am ready to just kind of shift as far as the type of work that I'm doing because I think that I'm just burned out. I really want to lean into more of like my leadership skills. And I think one of the reasons why I never really, also like on top of the fact that I was kind of doing what everybody else was doing, I guess, another reason I never really explored other areas is because, you know, I never really took the time to lean into my other skills. And so that's what I'll say too, like as another piece of advice is like, take a look at your entire skill set. Like, don't just look at what you went to school for. So I would say, you know, don't be afraid, or like don't be nervous to try new areas. Like, just because you studied one thing in school doesn't mean that you absolutely have to stay in that area. Like, all right, y'all, so I'm pretty much done with the eyeshadow. So now I'm about to apply my liner. Actually, let me put my glue on my lashes first. They already know my trusty dusty. I use my pill organizer as my lash holder. I don't know if that's ghetto or if that's strategic. Either way, child, it gets the job done. So now we are going to move on to the face, and I'm going to be using my new favorite, honestly. I have not been using this for very long, but this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and this is most definitely that girl. Okay, y'all, I just changed up my lighting a little bit because I was feeling like I was looking dark. I have my window open, and I have 2 lights on me, by the way. So yeah, this lighting is probably gonna be in and out. Anyway, another thing that I have been doing, and like, I guess advice that I would give you guys, if you are, and this isn't even just for like fresh graduates, this is for anybody who's looking to transition in their career field or their area of expertise. Like, maybe you want to try something different. First of all, let me say this. There's always room for you. This is me telling this to myself out loud. This is me talking to whoever it is that just has happened to click on this video. I think with me graduating, I have had to like, I feel like I've been kind of experiencing a lot of like imposter syndrome, because I get into these modes sometimes where I'm just like, is it really meant for me to be a project manager? Like, you know, what if I'm like getting too ahead of myself? What if I don't have the skill set? I kind of get discouraged a little bit because I just feel like, okay, like, well, because I didn't study something that was related to project management, or because I haven't had a ton of jobs in project management, like maybe this isn't the space for me, you know? And I feel like the spirit of fear is not from God, you know? And so I've just kind of been doing a lot of just introspective, like thinking and reflecting, and then just also like asking God to like help me to be content with where I am right now, and help me to understand that like he didn't put this area of interest on my heart for no reason, because I know that I have the leadership skills. I know that I love to organize. I know that I love to plan. I know that I love to work on teams and stuff, and that's project management all day. So I'm like, if I know that I love to do those things, then there's space for me, period. Like, that's just what it is. And so don't let anybody tell you that you are not deserving. You don't know what else God might have in store for you. Like, that might not be your particular job, but that doesn't mean that you are not fit for that particular area that you want to go into. And then I would also say too, like with me, like honestly, I've been doing so much like career development, revamping my resume, and you know, because faith without works is dead. And so as much as I'm praying and asking God to help get into this new space of project management, I've also been having to do a lot of footwork. Like, so alongside of praying about it and stuff, I've also just been trying to be proactive on my end. Like, I have registered for my Scrum certification course, and I'm going to be taking that exam this month. É cabo. Bawo ni. Bawo ibishe. Revamp your LinkedIn, y'all. Oh my gosh, when I say LinkedIn is that mother freaking girl, like LinkedIn is really that girl. Like, LinkedIn is that girl. If you're watching this and you're an undergrad, or even if, listen, even if you ain't go to college, okay, but you're just looking to just get job advice, whatever reason you're on this video, if you do not have a LinkedIn, I'm gonna need for you to stop what you're doing right now and go make you a LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really that freaking girl, especially if you're trying to transition into a new area of work. The good thing about LinkedIn is that it's not as awkward because everybody is kind of there with the same objective, which is to connect on a professional level. If I see that you're a Scrum master and I'm trying to get into Scrum, or I see that you're a project manager and I want to get into project management, I can send you a connection and it won't be an awkward thing, you know? I actually literally just had a call with my sister earlier today, and she was helping me like basically revamp my LinkedIn because I don't know nothing about LinkedIn, y'all. So I will say, when you first get on there, it's gonna look real intimidating because it's nothing like, you know, your traditional social media. It is social media, but it's more like from the professional realm. And so it's just really cool too, because making connections with some of the people that I went to school with and like seeing what they're doing on a professional level is super dope. Also, I want to say shout out to two people, BB, aka Dr. My Curls. You already know that's my good sis. And then also Candace Marie. So BB actually put me on to Candace. She's a YouTuber and she's a project coordinator. And so I got connected to her, and she actually added me to this group that's literally full of Black project managers, product managers, and program managers. And so that has been really helpful because with that, I've been able to get like a free career coaching session. And I've just connected with so many young Black successful professionals, y'all. That's another thing that I would say, like, make sure that you're like, if you're trying to move up, a lot of times like that's going to involve you getting out of your shell and like breaking outside of the people that you would traditionally like hang out with. It's nothing wrong with being close to your best friends or, you know, your people that you cool with, but if you're really trying to elevate and get up to that next level, you have to be willing to network and like make new friendships, create new connections with people, because if not, you're just gonna be in the same place. And you want to surround yourself with people who are also after that same objective of getting to the bag, growing professionally, and all that good stuff. The lashes are on. Y'all know I love big lashes. What's new at this point? Okay, welcome to my channel where we also wear big lashes. So let me see, I'm trying to figure out where I left off at. Maverick. Why when I'm trying to film? Literally, like, having this dog is like having a freaking kid at home. I lie to you not. He is a piece of work, okay? I'm gonna miss him so much though, I'm not even gonna lie. So now I am just about to contour my face, and I'm using Black Radiance Color Perfect foundation stick. This is really that girl, and shout out to my boo Wasi, because she is who put me onto this. Like, she's like a stand for Black Radiance product. Oh crap, what am I doing? I forgot to bake my face. We're not doing none of that. Yeah, hold on. All right, so while I let my face bake, I'm gonna look at my notes to make sure that I didn't miss any main point. So yeah, another thing that I would say as like a tip that could be really helpful is like, take advantage of the network that you already have. Like, you don't have to necessarily reinvent the wheel. Reach out to your friends, reach out to former bosses, reach out to your fraternity brothers, your sorority sisters. Take advantage of the fact that a lot of times the connections that you need are literally within an arm's reach. Like, last of all, just really believe that you can do it. That's a huge thing for me, I would say, is that that. Like, believe that you can do it and just be willing to do the footwork, and don't feel entitled. Like, oh, this is gonna happen for me because I deserve it. Like, not necessarily. You gotta work for it. Like, sometimes you literally gotta put your name out there. All right, y'all, so we're at the end of the video. I'm gonna go ahead and just put on my lip color of the day. All right, so we're giving the girls very much brown goddess today. And y'all can see I'm giving very much Lauryn Hill with the way my locks are looking. But honestly, I have not been mad at the new growth lately. Honestly, I've just been embracing it. And yeah, so that is gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys learned something. This was like a completely different topic that I've never done before. But I'm about to get ready to go because of course I am holding us up. So yeah, I'm about to go enjoy my dinner. And yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and comment down below and let the girls know some career tips. What are some things that helped you get into your role, or if you're in a transition period, you know, just leave some encouragement down below for other people. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.